everybody, welcome to TV Matryoshka channel. We are talking about Russian language and its culture. If you are interested in Russian traditions and customs, if you want to visit our beautiful country, we will tell you about some fascinating, interesting places you should visit. You are welcome. Dear friends, today we are going to talk about Russian national character. So let's start. Every nation has its own culture and traditions. Russia is a unique country with an old history and established national customs, although it's a well-developed country with a high level of culture. There are a lot of holidays that has been celebrated for many years. For example, the Cupola Night, Easter, Christmas, Tide, all these events have pagan roots. Russians are famous for their hospitality and show their willingness to allow others into their real personal lives. The Russians are known to be a hospitable, open-hearted people and generous to their guests. You can come to Russian family without any notice and you will be fed for sure because national tradition demands it. When it's a holiday, the table is full of different tasty national dishes. When Russian people go to or visit their friends or relatives, they traditionally bring some presents, usually a bottle of wine or flowers or some sweets or something valuable for a special occasion. Russians like to invite guests to their places. They like to give traditional souvenirs to their foreign friends as matryoshka dolls, beautiful mugs, plates, and spoons from the village of Khokhloma. Russians display special generosity and goodwill to guests from other cities and countries. A real Russian is more than happy to accommodate a new guest in his or her house instead of reserving a hotel room for the guests. Many Russians who live in a small apartments and don't have an opportunity to accommodate the guests will feel very upset about that. If you are visiting Russia and staying with a Russian friend, they will be very pleased to show you around, accompany you during sightseeing, and guide you to the most interesting places in their city. Just like it would be rude to leave a guest without a treat, it is considered rude to make a visit without a gift for the hosts. Russians even have an expression "прийти с пустыми руками" that literally means to come with empty hands. It is used to describe guests who didn't bring any gift to the hosts. You don't have to buy expensive souvenirs when being a guest. A box of chocolates or a bottle of fine wine will make a good gift. If you are visiting a family with children, make sure to bring a treat for the kids, a candy or chocolate or fruits, or you can bring something that is popular in your country that will be much appreciated. Choose the most typical thing, what your country is famous for. If you are Swiss, bring some cheese or chocolate. If you are French, bring some wine. If you are from Scandinavia, for example, bring some salmon. Whatever you bring with you doesn't have to be expensive at all. Your Russian hosts will enjoy the story you tell about the gift. Bringing a small souvenir for the house instead of wine or sweets is also a good option. Most Russians love good luck souvenirs since we are quite superstitious. Or will be happy to receive a nice handcrafted item, a decorative plate or a textile souvenir. Uh, the value of the present isn't important. We really value the time you spent selecting a gift for us and your thoughtfulness. What to expect if you are invited to a Russian home? Expect to eat a lot. For us, hospitality equals good food and plenty of it. If you are a foreigner, you should expect even more food. If you are a special guest, your friends will make a lot of effort to make sure you enjoy the evening. To be a good guest, please be hungry when you visit us. Nothing can make us more upset than a guest who doesn't have a good appetite. We will think that you didn't like the food. In the same time, that doesn't mean that you have to finish everything on your plate. We will not be offended by that. According to an old tradition, a very important guest should be welcomed with the symbol of life-giving food, bread and salt. When the newly husband and wife come to the groom's parents' house, his mother meets the couple with the bread and salt. The guests watch attentively who takes a bigger piece of the wedding karabai. He or she is supposed to be at the head of the family. Russian way of going as a guest includes much more than it generally does in the West. In Russia, when they invite you for a cup of a tea, that's not all they have in mind. It's impossible to fully describe Russian national character in one post. When you travel to Russia, don't be surprised at the hospitality the people will show you, but don't hesitate to show your appreciation.